Bloody Roar as a series has been, I'll just pick a word, dormant, neglected, overlooked. I know some of you would say dead, but so long as a game has a community around it, it's anything but. And what better way to show community support than by having some key members show up to the first major tournament the series has seen in ages. Or possibly ever. Formerly known as the Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament, Combo Breaker is one of the major fighting game events in the US, happening in the Chicagoland area in Illinois. Part of the event involves the inclusion of special retro game tournaments, and this year, Rick, aka The Hotto, the event director of Combo Breaker, selected Bloody Roar Primal Fury for it. Rick has mentioned in the past the desire to have some kind of Bloody Roar tournament, with some being included as part of the mystery game tournaments prior to this, and it finally got its own tournament in 2022. With input from the community, namely the Bloody Roar Discord, the tournament would shift from a Bloody Roar Primal Fury tournament to a Bloody Roar Extreme tournament for a few reasons. One being that even though they're technically the same game, Extreme is the more balanced version of the two, and has an extra tournament legal character. And by playing Extreme, it could be run through the Dolphin emulator, which would give players the flexibility to use something other than a GameCube controller. A couple months before the tournament, it was announced that thanks to the generosity of DC, a former esports commentator primarily involved with Smash Bros., a $1,000 pot was added for Bloody Roar Extreme. There was the usual derision from some who thought it would be easy money, and not to get ahead of myself, but predictably, none of that talk was backed up in the end. Combo Breaker as a whole had over 3,000 entrants in all of its different tournaments, with Guilty Gear Strive having the most at over 1,000. Compared with the 39 people who signed up for Bloody Roar Extreme, that's a massive gap. But considering Bloody Roar Extreme did not have the lowest number of competitors, and the series hasn't had a new entry in nearly 2 decades, with Bloody Roar Extreme in particular being a game that is almost old enough to graduate from college, I'd say that's actually pretty good. So good, in fact, that it led to pool play being instituted for the tournament, meaning the entrants would be divided into 2 groups, and each would fight through their own winners and losers brackets to decide 8 finalists who would compete on the main stage. Among the entrants were some players more known for other fighting games, such as PND Ketchup and PND Mustard, real-life brothers from the UK who were seated in different pools and primarily known for Mortal Kombat 11. And then there was Justin Wong, who registered for a few tournaments, including Extreme, but due to passport issues couldn't make it to the event. I've never seen Wong play any Bloody Roar games, so I have no idea how he'd do. But he did play a bit of Bloody Roar trivia before the event.
Main stage game at Combo Breaker 2022. But which character, the end boss of the game, is banned in Combo Breaker?
Oh my god, I just did the stupid code for it. Like, it's one of those. I'm guessing it's the character with the mirror matches or whatever. I'm gonna just take a guess, a wild guess, because let's say Zion.
I'm sorry, the actual answer is Uranus.
Yeah, oh, that's right. I was like trying to figure out the name, but I couldn't figure out the name.
I'll give him some credit. He did name a character who was a boss in a prior game in the series, even if he mispronounced it. Pool play finished and the top 8 was decided. From the losers bracket, Doomed Danny, TK Breaker, Game Time, and PND Ketchup advanced. And from the winners side, Jerry the OG, PND Mustard, Nan, and Abek advanced. As fortune would have it, PND Mustard and PND Ketchup would end up facing each other on the loser's side. These two frequently played each other, and even before the tournament, there was some gamesmanship going on, with Mustard, who plays Stun, a character with chain grapples, not revealing how to tech out of the chain grabs.
How do I get out? Oh, God.
You have to match my input of the chain grab.
I don't know what that input is.
And I'm not telling you.
Mustard was in this situation because he was drawn to face Jerry the OG in the top 8. Jerry the OG, better known to some as Jeremiah or Jeremiah Isaiah, has been playing the Bloody Roar games for years, with a particular focus on Extreme, regularly streaming and recording either max difficulty CPU fights or online matches through Dolphin against other Bloody Roar community members. Going into the tournament, he was one of the two heavily favored players. The other was Nan. Nan and Jerry have played against each other several times, both casually and in smaller tournaments, with both having victories over each other. While Jerry tends to favor Uriko and Fang for his characters, Nan is more of an all-around fighter, able to use several different characters effectively. In this tournament, she played as Jenny, Koryu, and Yugo, three pretty different characters in terms of playstyle. Once the matches were being broadcast on the main stage, she was pulling off things that were blowing the commentators' minds.
Also, something to relate to. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
here we go. The damage. Yeah.
Like for every character is crazy. Like they jump so
Ooh,
like, look at that,
ooh,
look at that.
look at
That's
the
so
sauce.
clean. It makes you feel like you're a god in this game.
Yeah. Ooh. I like how he used the overhead to just.
He said,
Oh, here we go.
let him live.
Give him a.
You know,
Hurrah,
he paid
hurrah.
to be here too, you know?
Yeah, he paid to be here, bro.
If there was a dark horse candidate in the final bracket aside from the PND brothers, it was probably Abek. He's played the series for a while, as well as other fighting games made by Aiding, and on a personal note, he was the first person I ever talked to about Bloody Roar in real life where it wasn't a one-sided conversation. And wouldn't you know it, this is pretty much what happened. PND Mustard and Abek both went to the losers bracket, where the former would face his brother PND Ketchup, and the latter would face Doomed Danny. Both would win their matches 2-0 and face each other, at which point Abek punched his ticket to the losers final with an emphatic victory. Meanwhile, Jerry and Nan faced each other in the winners final. In terms of wanting to see the best possible matchup to show off Bloody Roar Extreme, this was the best case scenario, and they delivered big time.
This,
Oh, nice. Ooh, like nice command cancel.
this is very difficult to defend.
Yes.
Like it's meant to just kind of poke somebody out.
Oh.
Dodging, bopping, weaving.
Oh, nice roll in for the mix. Got on the wall. Okay. Nice dodging. The dodge element is so sick. So.
He almost gets like a super tech crouch too.
Mhm.
Oh, that
Oh.
is so dirty.
Yo, you dump that.
That
Yeah,
super's a throw.
that's gone. Just patiently playing the game out. Like you see right now with the movement, capitalize off of it. And you see how she goes straight
What
in.
a combo.
Yes.
Are you dead?
No.
Please.
Dang near off of his attacks. So probably potentially been able to mix up and get. Oh, perfect example. Yeah.
Such back and forth. You always have a way to get back in this game.
Yep. The healing proper in this game is really good because you have ways to run. Oh, nice back.
Not to interrupt you, but he just got
Yeah,
backslash.
backslash. Like, stay in the corner. Okay. Oh, he's trying to finish it.
Oh, the rocket!
Oh,
And then he
okay.
tried to put it for the
Second.
throw. Not enough. Hyper. There it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Okay.
Recharge. Okay. That, if you do it in the air, it's a free hard knockdown. You can't do
Pixel.
anything about it. And look at the heavy attack for the game.
He just has wings.
They're equaling up the. Okay. Oh, look at this movement.
Well, he's worried about
Oh.
the speed meter.
Oh,
Yeah,
was that
and getting
TTK
caught in the
combo?
corner.
In a best of 5, Nan took the first point in a Jenny vs Uriko matchup, but once Jerry switched to Fang, the tides completely turned in his favor. Jerry would win 3 straight matches and go to the grand final. That left Nan facing Abek for a second time, and at this point, it was ensured that the top 3 players in the tournament were all people with years of experience playing Extreme. Even though Nan won, Abek forced multiple matches to the maximum possible number of rounds. Still, Nan ensured that the grand finals would be a rematch of the winners bracket finals. You know, the last thing I told Jeremiah before he left for Combo Breaker was to not get trigger happy with Hyper Beast, and that match points were worth more than style points. I told him that because sometimes when he plays casually or faces people online, he'll get fast and loose with Hyper Beast and go for specific sequences of moves regardless of what his opponent is doing. A player of his caliber did not need these pointers, especially not from me. But this was not how Jeremiah played the tournament at all. He largely just used Hyper Beast as a way to stop the timer or keep rounds alive in critical situations, and was carefully managing his beast gauge. Nan did the same thing, even going so far as to hit the beast button with an empty meter to boost the gauge. But Jeremiah was a man possessed, and at a Bloody Roar Extreme tournament that he thought would only happen in his wildest dreams, he would not be denied.
The
Look, they're like, all right, I like that. All right, let's go.
Oh, why didn't they do that for the Beast animation?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He wants this W. He wants the W. Here we go.
Because approaching options on this, in most cases,
Oh.
it's like, oh, what is this combo?
Yo! Okay. Tied up the battle like that.
Do you just get to, hold on. They're not even going for Oki when that happens.
No.
2 of those are guaranteed.
Yes.
Like, I think they're sidestepping it or something, and it's just like, no, you just dodged it.
Okay.
Oh, that went through?
Oh, nice
Whistle
grab.
throw.
Oh, get out of here. I think at the end of the day, learn how to convert off of just straight strings. Especially,
Oh, the throw.
oh,
Okay.
big
Decent
combo,
damage.
nice
Oh,
aerial evade.
This is a 3D game. Stay on the ground, please.
Uh-oh, nice
That's
CPK
a
combo. Yep, off the wall.
I need to stop freaking out. Like,
Nice CPK
it
combo.
just keeps happening.
They're doing the same thing. Okay, man said
These
no.
two are, this is the peak.
This is
what we were waiting for.
Oh! Loving the high IQ play from Jerry.
As he ducks.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
got her with the ultra.
Yo, that was OD. He used the beast change to float above the activation of the beast charge attack.
Are you dead? Oh, I
Okay,
believe.
Okay.
You said that extra hit stun comes into play,
Yep.
so.
Okay.
Oh, catching the
oh.
tech with some
Okay.
jump attacks too.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice beast to push
that
them
does
back.
damage too?
Yes. Yes.
It's crazy because the ultra takes away your health, right?
Oh, he was going for it all.
Axe kick, okay.
Okay.
He does. Again, you have to time all of that. That is
Yes,
so
you
sick.
have to time every evade. It's not just a hold button.
We are so close.
Oh, I love this.
Man needs to pull something out right now.
He tried to finish it with the sauce.
In the end, Nan was the only person to take a point from Jerry in the whole tournament, but he would still lock up first place, with Nan finishing second and Abek third. This wasn't just a big moment for the individual players, but for the game and the series. High-level play of a Bloody Roar game is a rare but beautiful thing, and having matches between two of the best extreme players on the planet not once, but twice, helps dispel the idea that the game doesn't have much tech to it and is little more than a button masher. It also helped shine a light on the community, particularly the Bloody Roar Discord, where players meet to either talk about the series or arrange emulated online versus matches. From the time the Extreme Top 8 started broadcasting to shortly after the tournament wrapped up, more than 60 people joined the Discord. Shortly after Combo Breaker ended, that number was nearly 100. And given how the top 3 players were all people who had plenty of prior experience with the game, and not some Tekken or Soul Calibur player who tried learning the game in a month, this could serve as a turning point where the series and this game specifically can gain more attention, more players, and maybe, just maybe, some more respect from the fighting game community as a whole, being treated less like a novelty and more like a legitimate option for showcasing high-level play. That's just speculation though. For now, I'm just happy knowing that Bloody Roar got a chance to be in the limelight in 2022 and show what it's really capable of.
Smoke clouds in the dark, midnight skies just like my heart. So that bitch don't start no smoking, but I had to spark. Lit as fuck, no lies. Worlds and planets in my eyes. Turn on live, my dope supply. My jewelry beast grave on you guys. Dip out on you fuckers, standing atop this metal structure. In real life, like a fox. Hold on, wait a second. Get the hell up out my section. Luckily, I have my weapon. Ooh, strapped up like a rocket. Eurico in my left pocket. Credit card in my back pocket. All black lock in my right pocket. Whoa, left a horse scene. Yeah, bloody horse scene. Fill my body morphine.
Hey Nan, be sure to give Jerry a swift kick in the ass for the finals. Wow.
Look at that, that's the FTR.
He said that shit.
I love that man so much. Oh my god.